Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Dr. Jacqueline Mejias Fuertes, and I am the Regional Director of the Small Business Development Center at Brookdale Community College. And with me is a special guest, Pasqualina Dufour. And the reason Pasc is with me today is because Pasc used to be our Assistant Director here at the Small Business Development Center at Brookdale Community College. And the reason I asked Pasqualina to come and have a little talk with me today is because this week is International Women Entrepreneurship Week. And the reason I asked Pasqualina to come by is because today would mark our 8th annual Women Entrepreneurship event. And this year, we decided to postpone it just a little bit for several reasons. But we wanted to go through it and talk about why we decided to create Women Entrepreneurs Rock, which was a discussion and a dream child where Pasqualina was instrumental in making it happen. I mean, I've been around for all 8 of them, and I love it when people say, hey, you are the founder. And I always correct people and say, a founder, not the founder, because it wasn't just me. I'm happy to say that Pasqualina was on board, and Ernestine Austin, who's not here with us today, was also on board. And we had a couple of other young ladies that were also part of the team at the time. But altogether, we definitely felt it was something that our community needed. And I said, you know what, even though we're not having it this week, which it is International Women Entrepreneurship Week, I decided, you know what, let's take a little review and take a look at what we've done in the past 7 years. So you're going to see this wonderful video letting you see what we've done. What inspired us in conversation to create such a wonderful event. And it wasn't just the event, because we always say women rock. And thanks to Pasqualina, we got it at the Stone Pony. So let's take it back, 7, 8 years at this point. Why Women Entrepreneurs Rock, Pasqualina?
Sure. 2014,
Yeah.
might be the first one. I know Jacqueline was very supportive of women in entrepreneurship and building up opportunities, educational opportunities, making things available to them, making them know what's available to them, and for the community to support each other. So within the SBDC alone, that was a focus. And then kind of coming from my background, where I worked on the Asbury Park Boardwalk in arts and entertainment and retail and restaurant, the thinking was, how do you create something new and dynamic? I mean, this audience is really a dynamic group, and you didn't want to repackage anything that existed the way it did before. You want something where people are engaged, entertained, they feel comfortable with each other, they're walking away with a good amount of knowledge and connections. And so bringing that aspect in, I kind of brought up, what if we do it in a different way that's more in where a venue is legendary, it speaks for itself, which is the Stone Pony, and the staff and the history are just amazing, and create something there that just brings like an energy level to it, that would be fantastic. So we were brainstorming from there, and the idea of, legendary rock and roll venue and women entrepreneur rock, bringing that all together. And so it was pretty exciting to pull it together. What do you?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, women in general, I have to say, as entrepreneurs, we tend to take things to a different level, knowing that services that women receive as entrepreneurs is not equal to that of men. Not that it's intentional for things to happen that way, but as the roles that we play in society, everything is not made just that easy for us. And as a past woman entrepreneur, I know that as being a mother and a wife at the time and trying to run my business, that's not easy. And knowing that an event such as this, where you have an opportunity to network with other women that are in your same situation, to be able to find a mentor at the event, because that's what happened at the event, and have conversations with other women who either have been in your shoes or can actually help pave the way to where you're going or to where you aspire to be was critical. So just having the conversation and then coming up with these amazing speakers that came from so many different walks of life. Because I have to say, talk about a diverse panel, talk about inclusivity. And I mean, I think we went out of our way, and we still do, to bring women from different industries. Didn't matter whether it was male dominated or, female dominated. It didn't matter to us. It was a place where women, and they still do to this day, or look forward to being part of Women Entrepreneurs Rock. And even the pandemic hasn't really slowed us down, except for this year. And I'm going to get into that, knowing that this event happens and that it happens at that venue. Because one of the questions that always came up with the venue was like, how is it that you're having it at this venue? How are you going to transform the Stone Pony? And I have to shout out to Caroline, because if it wasn't for Caroline O'Toole, I have to say that would not have happened. And again, women coming together to share their experiences is critical, knowing that more and more women are creating businesses for employment for other individuals is key. What kind of joy does WER bring to you?
You know what I love most is the energy of the room, right? You get it from speakers, you get it from the person who's moderating, and from the crowd. And again, it's kind of several unique things coming together. It's an amazing town. Asbury Park has its own vibrant energy. You have the Stone Pony, that's amazing. And you have the SBDC team and just everybody in the audience that wants to learn and to grow, and it's positive and people are connecting. And, as you mentioned before, sometimes people afterwards or even during, will pull you aside and say, this was something that made me start my business or help me grow my business. And those things make all the difference. But that kind of pure fun, and not taking away from conferences, because you get a lot of good information from, but this is very different. and I think that was the intention too. Yeah. Right. So that I love.
Yeah. I have to say, one of the reasons why I never ever moderated the Women Entrepreneurs Rock is because I enjoy sitting in the back where I can get away from everyone else and be an audience member or participant and listen to what the panelists were saying.
Yeah.
I always sat in the back where no one could tap me on the shoulder. I picked the last seat in the back where there's a little door, and I would sit in the back and I get to listen to what each of the panelists was communicating, from their experience to what advice they were giving based on the questions that they were being asked. And so much information was being disseminated at the time that, to me, as an entrepreneur, it's like, what tidbits can I walk away with that I can take in for my own personal life, but also that I can share with another client. And again, when you walk around, especially at the beginning, and you're greeting so many individuals and you're taking pictures and, the evening. I mean, for us, we're exhausted by the time the night. You're on such a natural high that by the time the evening rolls around, you're exhausted, but it's so worth it. To me, that's where I see it all. It's the information gathering, the information sharing. Again, the people that you meet, that you take pictures with. And I mean, there's a few people that actually come every year and take pictures with me and go, no, we have to have our annual picture. I can't leave because I take a picture with you every year, and they've had it that every year that they've attended, they've taken a picture with me. So to me, that's pretty amazing, and again, the people that were able to touch and change their lives, to me, again, makes for that energy. So,
and with the speakers, the transparency and the vulnerability make all the difference to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're connecting, and that's what other entrepreneurs, many, need to hear, not just this is what success looks like.
Right.
It's the reality of, stock and payroll and, maybe the ups and downs of tourism, or, the real things that affect your home and your business. It's a big deal.
It is. And I mean, when you say that, the whole point of vulnerability, because what is actually happening in their lives, how many of them, before they actually gave everything up to go into their business, how many of them could actually do that first? How many of them still had to hang on to that job that they wanted to give up but couldn't for whatever reason? Was it a health benefit that they needed to hold on to? Or, how do you go about, and I don't balance, it's such a weird word because nothing is really balanced. Like we were talking earlier today, and we said, in life, it's not an actual balance. Every day, it's a different balance. Today, family may be on the high scale and business is on the low scale, but tomorrow, business may take up 90% of your day and family only 10% of your day. But hearing that from the women on the panel, to me, makes it real. And when other women are listening to it, this is the reality. This is the real point of it. So when you're hearing it from women from all walks of life, that it's not that glamorous at the beginning, and that, how many years did it take you to get there? And then for those that are working with their spouses, it's like, what kind of dynamic is that? And beautiful when women bring their children to see them speak, to hear them speak. And for them, it's a proud moment. I mean, it's a proud moment for me to see them, that they've taken this opportunity and can I bring my children, can I bring my daughters to hear me speak? To me, that's such a wonderful thing, because I know Evie has came, and our daughter has came.
And
it,
it's great because this is what you want your kids to see, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a big deal, and it's a big deal for the speakers, to have their kids there and everything they're covering, right? You can be running a restaurant and you also have to teach new math to a second grader, so it's the reality, that they've been, people who have spoken on the panel have been so generous with their insight and time. It's amazing.
Right. And the feedback that we've gotten from it has been amazing, where clients of ours have said, I've reached out to your panelists, and during our own session, they said, this panelist who has achieved these heights recommended that we see this in this light. And it's been great advice, so knowing that we were able to make that connection, to me, is fantastic. We're not the end all, in terms of advice. And it's great to get different perspectives to see how that's going to fit within your business model and how you're able to move forward. So knowing that Women Entrepreneurs Rock works on so many facets, to me, that's great. That I didn't even think that was going to be part of the outcome. When we started this, now that I sit here and I want to say I can contemplate, I don't know, but, that we really analyze what comes out of the event, Women Entrepreneurs Rock, it is really amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I've been grateful for everybody involved and, proud of the impact of the event and as it keeps going as well. And then also introducing people to know that, even after the event, there's a whole support system available to them, through SBDC, through the panelists, through other people who are in the audience, the sense of community.
And that's the whole point, that there is a sense of community. And there's a place to go when you're not 100% sure, but there's something that you want to do, but you just don't know how to get yourself started. And even if you have started, that you may need a little hand-holding or some accountability, knowing that we are absolutely here for you. And, a little story to go along with this week, as a matter of fact, we received a call in the office that there was a young lady that during the pandemic, she's an engineer, and went to one of our Women Entrepreneurs Rock event, and I have to guess it was pre-pandemic, and indicated that she had heard me speak. So when I speak at Women Entrepreneurs Rock, I really provide more statistics than anything else of what's going on for women entrepreneurs. And she indicated that from that talk, she was inspired now to leave her job because of the pandemic. She was kind of done and was kind of a little brown out. And now she was looking for assistance on opening up her own business.
That's awesome.
That is pretty amazing. What was your most favorite panelist?
There are several. I have to say my sister, because she was on one of them.
In that awesome. Case, my cousin. I have to say, she was on. She came in. She's a funeral director, one of the first in the state.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we like being first in our family.
That's nice. That's nice. And shout out to Lean Maria Popo.
And Gloria Booker. So yes.
Several great panelists. I remember in our first Women Entrepreneurs Rock, Sarah from Rent-A-Gent.
Oh my gosh.
I thought she was awesome. It's cool when you have a variety of panelists. So some are, straight shooters and just speaking off the cuff, and some, might be more technical. So when you have that nice balance, I thought she was great. Marilyn, of course, was great.
Flashback. Amazing.
And also speaks to social entrepreneurship. She's also been, a great supporter of this event since the very beginning. Those two, three, there's so many.
There is. Absolutely. Our angel investor, O'Neill, Catherine O'Neill, fantastic, because financials is an issue when it comes to women when they're trying to get their business off the ground, or rather to the next stage, getting the capital that they need in order to make it happen. It's really difficult. It's not a walk in the park. So having a woman come in and talk to that was great. We've had Tracy Wolfman, who owns We Care Adult Care. Fantastic. What I have to say that I love the most is from Women Entrepreneurs Rock is when I meet other women who have been on the panel or even yet have been in our audience and have indicated that because they've attended Women Entrepreneurs Rock, it's made an impact in your lives. And this is what this is all about, impacting other women's lives for the better. And just hearing that lets me, and I'm sure Pasqualina, to understand that creating Women Entrepreneurs Rock was the right thing for us to do and to continue to move it forward. Like I was saying before, the reason for this little documentary, which I truly hope you are enjoying, our past moments of Women Entrepreneurs Rock, because 7 years, there's a lot. But as Pasca has said before, 8th is coming. And the reason that we are postponing it just a little is I'm not sure about many of you, but myself and my team have been feeling the pressures of the pandemic. And as a team leader, I would be not myself if I didn't acknowledge that I had to do a little self-care. And I also needed to, I guess, give permission to my team for them to do some self-care for themselves. I was speaking with a colleague today when I informed them that we were postponing it, and they said yes, because they've always been a sponsor for our Women Entrepreneurs Rock, and they thought they had missed it. And I said, no, we decided to postpone it because we just needed to give ourselves. And I really want every woman out there who's an entrepreneur to take the moment to give yourself the self-care that you need during what I'm hoping is the end of the pandemic, so you could come back stronger than ever, because you have a lot to offer this world, the community that we're in. And as this program was created, Women Entrepreneurs Rock, it will continue moving forward, bringing more women together, because together, the things that we can accomplish is amazing. And this lady here, I always say, and I've said this several times in different places, but she gave me a t-shirt one of my birthdays, and it says, we rise by lifting others. And before she gave me the t-shirt, she said, this is what resembles you. And I wear that t-shirt like a badge of honor. And it's because I really do feel that I rise when I'm helping others. So.
And you live your life that way.
Thank you. But I mean, I think we live our lives that way, Pasqualina, in our own way. You know, we're all about helping others rise. And the way we do that here at the Small Business Development Center when it comes to women, besides the services that we offer everyone, and it doesn't matter who you are and where you come from, gender, otherwise, does not make a difference, is the services that we provide. Here we have, we rock small biz. You can find us at mospdc.com. But really, it's knowing that we're here to assist you. If your dream is to be an entrepreneur, to be a small business owner, we're here to help you. For women entrepreneurs, I do say you do rock, right? I mean, God, we definitely rock. We take it to a different level. And for us, we're entrepreneurs. We take it to the organizations that we work for. And it's all about making sure that we're here to serve you and to make sure that your businesses explode and become the sustainable businesses that you want them to be. So we look forward to seeing you in March during Women's Month, because that is when Women Entrepreneurs Rock #8 will be happening, and we truly hope it's back at the Stone Pony. So everyone, from our hearts to yours, take care. Remember, self-care is key. Gratitude, believe in yourself, and all will be well. So enjoy the video, and we will see you in March. Paz, thank you for coming by.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I look forward to seeing you all in March.
Thank you.